Hi guys and welcome back. So for today's video, as usual, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have a couple palettes right here. They're Juvia's Place. It's going to be colorful. That's all I could really say. I really liked how in my last video, I just kind of talked through the intro and outro and then voiced over the makeup portion. I seem to get a flow going and just, I just stayed in my little box, my little creative juice. Not that I did anything really crazy and outside of the box in my last video, but it just kind of chills me out and like zens me out, relaxes me. I don't feel like I have to be like on 10 throughout the whole makeup portion of the video. I just get to chill, relax, watch TV or listen to music. So I think I'm going to do that again in this video. I just want to chill, relax. Keeping Up with the Kardashians start tonight. Yes, I watch that kind of television. Gotta keep up with the catch-up of the Kardashians. No? Feels good filming on a Sunday because I actually leave for Vegas in a week. Oh my god, no, in 11 days. Or no, 8 days. Oh my god, 8 days. I keep wanting to say 11, but it's 8. So let me shut the up and get started. Here we go. Hey guys, so before I get started, I did want to moisturize my lips, and I was actually pretty curious if this was cruelty-free, and I am happy to report that I figured out that it is cruelty-free, so I was pretty pumped about that. I'm going to start by using the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer, and I like to tap this basically in my T-zone. I start tapping it on the apples of my cheeks where my pores are the biggest, and then move along to my chin and my forehead. I'm really trying to stop the habit of rubbing my face down because, I mean, who wants wrinkles, you know what I'm saying? But this is a really bad habit to break, but I'm trying. For foundation, I'm busting out the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I have only used this probably less than a handful of times, and I don't know why. It's such a great foundation. So when I saw that today, I'm like, yep, this is going on my face. But during the process of about to put my foundation on, I'm like, screw it, let's start with the eyes. Because I started to get a really cool look in my head, and I'm like, this might have some fallout. So I'm going to jump into the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette and start with that blue shade. As always, I start with a tapping motion so that I can distribute the product evenly. And then once the majority of that product is laid down and I have the shape that I want, I then start to go in with circular motions to kind of buff out the edges. Then I'm going to jump into another Juvia's Place palette, which is the Zulu palette, and take the yellow shade on the edges again of that blue eyeshadow. So I did kind of a double blend there, but I wanted a different color instead of just blending out the blue. And what's really cool about using this yellow, it kind of gives off this green vibe. So once I started doing this, I'm like, it looks like it goes from yellow to green to blue. So then I'm like, I'm definitely incorporating some green into this look. So it kind of did it itself, and I just love the way that that turned out. Going back to the Masquerade palette, I'm picking up the green, and then I realized, you know what, let's actually cut the crease with concealer today, because sometimes I don't cut my crease with concealer and I just go in with the shadow. But I was like, you know what, I have time today, I'm watching a movie, you know what, let's just cut it with some concealer. So once I cut my crease with concealer, I then go in with that green shade. I actually thought that the green was going to be more pigmented and just a really vibrant green. So it wasn't my favorite green to use, but I wanted to make it work anyway. So I then sprayed my brush to try and get it more pigment, and I do feel like that helped. But then I eventually go in with my finger as well. So I just kind of had to build this green up, and it kind of turned into a more aqua shade, which wasn't really the picture I had in my head, but it's okay, it worked out. I still liked it anyway. I then take a pencil brush and dip it back into the blue and just kind of take it along where I cut my crease, just because I felt like the blue kind of got lost. So I just wanted to bring it back to life a little bit. And then I dip into the purple, and I was just like, you know what, let's just put a little purple in here. But actually I feel like in the end, it turned into a dark blue, if that makes any sense. It like looks purple up close, but it actually ends up looking like a dark blue. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's kind of what I saw. For my inner corner, I really packed on the yellow shade because I just thought that this made the look. I love a bright yellow inner corner, so I had to make that a part of this look. Off camera, I did my brows and popped my lashes on, and then I wanted to add a color to my waterline. This is the NYX Aqua Green, and I think it went really well with this look. Now we're finally back to foundation, and I know that my neck is pretty dark compared to my face, and that's one reason I chose to use this foundation today, because I remember when I did a review on it, I could only use this shade when I am freshly self-tanned, and I was, so that's why I chose to use it. I've been loving this combo of concealer. It is the E.L.F. Camo Concealer and the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Concealer. I personally feel like the E.L.F. Concealer oxidizes pretty bad. It gets pretty dark on me. So when I use the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop in a pretty light shade, I forget it off the top of my head, but it kind of helps with that oxidation from the E.L.F. But the two formulas together are just as full coverage as you can get, as long lasting as you can get, and it doesn't crease or make my under eye look cakey or get into my fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes. So if you haven't tried these two together, I'm highly suggesting that you do, if you like really full coverage and long lasting. I'm just saying, try it out. I am back to using the Mercier translucent powder. I miss this stuff. It's like a filter for your face. It does a great blurring effect to your face. I just love this stuff, and I have no idea why I stopped. Oh, well, I do know why I stopped using it, because it's pretty effing expensive. But my mom actually bought this for me, so I can't hate on that, and I gotta use it again. So that's what I'm using to set my whole face. Now I'm gonna go back to the eyes, and I dipped back into that blue shade, and I'm really going to start to smoke that out on my lower lash line. Now it's time for mascara, and I like to keep the mascara lower on my lashes, just basically keep them on my natural lashes so that I don't mess up the false lashes, and then of course cake it on my bottom lashes. If you don't know, I'm trying to get off of my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I've never used this before, so I'm really nervous to use it. It's the Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in Palm Beach Ready, and as you can tell, I'm really nervous to use it. But I am happy to report that I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this bronzer. I've been using it non-stop. I actually just bought another shade of it. So as for a first impression of this bronzer, it is good to go for me, and for about $5, I feel like you can't go wrong. You guys should try it out. It's a pretty awesome drugstore bronzer. I'm gonna jump into the Tarte Color Wheel palette and just basically mix a whole bunch of shades, just because I can never pick just one and make a custom shade. That's what I like to do with those big blush palettes. And put that on the apples of my cheeks, and then move right along to highlighter. This is the Ofra highlighter in Beverly Hills, and I mixed the white shade with the like off-white shade, and just place that on my cheekbones, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and my cupid's bow and chin, the usual places. Before lips, I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And if you wonder why I cover my ear, it's because I got a fresh piercing there, and I definitely don't want to get any of this in or on my piercing. I I was going for a purple vibe when it came to my lips because I had that purple in the outer corner of my eye. Even though it comes off blue on camera, in person it came off more purple. So I started with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Trust Issues and then topped it with the NYX Butter Gloss in Peanut Brittle. Alright guys, so here is the final look. It's a little extreme, outside of the box, dramatic, but I f***ing love it. I know I've went a little crazy on looks on my channel before, but I don't know if I've ever went this crazy. I was just feeling creative, and I know blue is the thing right now. Jeffree Star just launched his Blue Blood collection, so blue is in, and I'm in. I'm not in the Star family because I don't have that palette. In fact, I don't have blood sugar either. I'm making it a stop in Vegas to go to the Morphe store and buy some Jeffree Star things, because I only own one liquid lipstick of Jeffree Star's, and that's not good. I am a fan of Jeffree Star, so I think blue is a thing right now, and I guess that's why I was feeling this blue eyeshadow, green, yellow. I was just there. For my lips off camera, I did add some ColourPop liquid lipstick in Zipper and this Revlon Ultra Lip Lacquer in Pink Diamond just on my lips to give it more of a purple vibe, because we do have some purple going on over here, so I kind of wanted my lips to be in sync with the eyes a little bit. But that's all I did. I must say that E.L.F. concealer is turning into one of my favorite concealers. I feel like I don't crease. It looks beautiful. It looks flawless. It just looks good. It doesn't make my under eyes really dry like that L'Oreal concealer. So if you haven't tried that E.L.F. concealer yet, oh my god, get your hands on it. It is awesome for $5. You can't lose, in my opinion. It's amazing. I just need to get a lighter shade because I do feel like it oxidizes. So this is the end of the video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.